Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. So before we start designing our mobile robot, we need to know the controller that we're going to use in the whole class, which is the Arduino Uno. So for this topic, we will discuss some little introduction on this Arduino Uno development board, knowing its physical pins, functions and so on before we start using it in our project later. So there are many types of microcontrollers available in the market that can be chosen for the embedded system design. Okay, this product is normally various depends on the manufacturers such as Intel, Texas Instrument, NEC, Samsung, Renesas and so on. Okay, so Arduino is one of the product from the microchip. And then student, maybe before this you are familiar with some microprocessors such as Zilog, okay, 8051, PIC, okay. But nowadays, at present, Arduino microcontroller boards are quite popular because they have a different variants with many peripheral support for various different applications. Such as in our class, we are going to use a robotic system that is going to implement Arduino microcontroller as the main embedded controller for our system. Okay, so the boards that we're going to use is the products of Arduino later. All right. Arduino microcontroller boards offer many variants of board. Okay, so we can choose it based on our intended application. So in our class, our main interest is we're going to use the Arduino Uno board. Okay, they also have Arduino Leonardo with the different I/O numbers and the different chips. Okay, and then we also have Arduino Mega, which has a bigger number of I/O and also using a different chip. They also have Arduino Lilipad, which is the compact and small rounded board. Okay, and then also have some Arduino Nano, the smallest chip of Arduino, but it has some limitation on the analog input port. And also they have Arduino Mini and Arduino Mini Pro. Okay, so in your class, we are going to concentrate on this Arduino Uno. This is the top view of the Arduino Uno microcontroller board. In reality, the size of the board may be half of your palm size. And this is the layout of the physical pins that are available at this chip, which is the main microcontroller that is used in the Arduino Uno. Okay, in Arduino Uno, they are using the Atmega 328. Okay, and then you can find this chip, the datasheet of this chip in the internet. Okay, which will define all the physical pins in details and with the schematics and so on in that datasheet. So you can find the datasheet here from this link. So these are the schematic layout of that Arduino Uno microcontroller board. Okay, this is the Atmega chip, and then it is connected with the I/O through some peripherals components and discrete components. And then it also has a FTDI chip for the USB controller. And this is the dimension of the Arduino Uno. Okay, this is the detailed pin layout for the physical pins that are available for this Arduino Uno microcontroller board. Okay, it has 6 analog input here. Okay, it has a 5-volt pin and then 3.3 volt, and then it has ground pin. You also can have your input reference voltage here in between 7 to 12 volt, and then it has 14 pins of digital pins. Okay, and also it has a I2C port, and they also have a analog reference voltage for your sensors or analog pin here. And then it has a DC power jack here and a USB port B port which can be connected to the computer. To program this software in the Arduino microcontroller, you might need this port to program your Arduino code in this Arduino Atmega chip here. You can actually connect your Arduino Uno microcontroller with the laptop by using the USB Type B port, or maybe you can power it up by using a battery or using the AC to DC adapter. And then the recommended voltage for this for the input voltage to the AC to DC adapter is in between 7 to 12 volt. I would like to highlight here the important pin that we are going to use in our robot implementation, which is the PWM pin to control the motor of our robot. Okay, so this is the special pin that we're going to use to provide the PWM output to our motors. So this is another special function of Arduino Uno, which you can read later. So the Arduino Uno, it can be connected to your PCB board, or to your strip board, or maybe during the testing you can connect it to the breadboard first, okay, before you transfer into the strip board or PCB. So that's all for the introduction on the Arduino Uno microcontroller. Okay, we have seen the physical pins that we are going to use. There are 14 digital pins that is very useful as to connect with the digital components such as LED, okay, switch button, and then motors. Okay, that we are going to connect the motors by using the special pin which is has a PWM functions in that pin, and we also have six analog pins that can be connected directly with your sensor to your robot. Okay, and hopefully with this little introduction, you might have some insight on how to make use the Arduino Uno microcontroller in controlling your robot platform later. So I'll see you again in the next topic.